We tend to have one hotter game in the Husker season, tends to be a little earlier in the season too, and this weekend looks to be that game. If you remember last year, the Rutgers game was really hot. They had a kickoff temperature last year at 97 degrees. We're not going to come close to that, but we are expecting afternoon temperatures to eventually get to the 90s. The good news is kickoff a little earlier in the day toward 11 a.m. But before that, with tailgating weather, not too bad. It will start out warm though, like this morning. Overnight temperatures only dipping into the lower 70s, partly to mostly sunny eventually as the sun comes up, and southwest breeze already out there around 10 to 20 miles per hour, quickly warming to 80 by about 10 a.m. But as the game's starting, we'll be closer to the middle 80s and quickly warming to the lower 90s. In the sunshine, this is going to feel quite hot. Already heard that Memorial Stadium is going to allow empty water bottles to be taken in so that you can hydrate throughout the game. And we want to encourage some of that with the sunshine and conditions like this that can kind of sneak up on you if you aren't careful. But as we start out this morning with a live view on the north side of town, you can see partly cloudy, but a little light to the sky as the morning commute is starting for some at North 48th and Cornhusker Highway. Temperatures are in the 70s for us in Lincoln, 74 in Omaha at the moment. Most of our temperatures this week, we're starting out closer to 60, but we are closer to 70 here this morning because of overnight winds that have been up around 10 to 15 miles per hour. That doesn't allow as much heat to escape overnight, so that's why we've kept some of these temperatures insulated from a warm afternoon yesterday. A few cluster of storms really moving north and east through Columbus, and then a few spot sprinkles to the south of Pawnee County and Richardson County here to the bottom. Can't rule out a few sprinkles across the area with a little bit of this cloud cover, but there is dry air underneath a lot of these clouds too to limit what reaches the surface. You can see northeast Nebraska going to anticipate a little bit more lightning as this cluster of storms moves on from Columbus up toward Tacoma, and really the rest of us are looking fairly dry through this morning before the clouds are starting to clear out again by this afternoon. Stop me if you've heard this before. This is basically what's happened most days this week, and then a few isolated thunderstorms in western Nebraska before light rain chances will continue into the overnight hours and early on Saturday. I will say though, by Sunday we'll finally have a chance for a little more widespread rain with thunderstorms along a cold front in central and eastern Nebraska, namely by Sunday afternoon and evening. Timing this out, there's going to be a low pressure system lifting through the Dakotas that's going to drag a cold front from west to east. That'll promote better chances at rain for the second part of the day. You can see that moving in for Sunday evening. This is a model that tends to smooth out some of this data, so we'll get better timing as we get closer to Sunday as some of the short range models come into view. 80s for forecasted high even through much of the week, keeping that summer feel around. But upper 70s are going to feel a lot better, I think, by the end of next week.
No kidding. All right. Thank you very much, Jessica.